In this series of classes, I'm going to be talking about money and the economy. Essentially breaking down complex terms and terminologies that you tend to find in the world of money. I'm talking about what inspired this. When I listen to economic news, bankers talking, and people within the finance sector, it usually seems to me that they don't want people to understand what they are talking about. That is what I want to break down in this series. You'll be hearing things like MPR, CRR, inflation, deflation, CPI, and several other complex terms. But I want us to start from the very beginning. Money. What is money and the utility of it? So for anything to qualify as money, it must have three distinct characteristics. The first one is medium of exchange. The second is unit of account. And the third is store of value. These are the three attributes of money. Anything that has the three attributes qualify as money. That is why if you go back to history, you will see that there was a time that the world used cowrie as a medium of exchange. Talking about medium of exchange, if today we all decide to use stones and sticks in transactions and we all agree to it, it becomes money. Meaning that if I buy yam from you as a yam seller, I'll bring 2 or 3 stones and you give me yam in exchange for those stones. That is money. The unit of account component of money means that you can measure. Anything that allows you to measure qualifies as money. Let me give you an example. I have 10 tubers of yam and I want an iPhone. If there is no money, how do I determine how many tubers of yam will be equal to one iPhone? Because another person may have 1 bag of rice and that person also needs an iPhone. How do we quantify how many Congos, how many Congos of rice would give you an iPhone? Because of the complexity in that, that is why money was introduced. Because I can easily say that 10 tubers of yam will cost me 50,000 naira. And an iPhone will cost me 500,000 naira. From this scale, you can see that I cannot buy an iPhone with 10 tubers of yam because of this unit of account component. The last attribute of money is store of value. So when you create goods and services, let's say you are a farmer, you are a tomato farmer, you go to your farm and you harvest like 15 baskets of tomato. Before money was introduced, it is difficult to store value, meaning that I harvested 15 baskets of tomato. If I'm unable to finish selling, because what I have to do, then it was barter trading. I have to look for someone that needs tomato. I will look for maybe farmer B. Farmer B, I am farmer A. I have 15 baskets of tomato. I need yam, rice, maybe kerosene. I have to now be looking for people that have what I need, right? So in the course of looking for people that have what I need and need what I have, I may end up not exhausting the 15 baskets. That's the reality. Maybe I'm left with 4 baskets at the end of the day. How do I preserve this? I may not be able to preserve it, so my tomatoes will go to waste. Money allows us to store value. So if I have my 15 baskets, I can easily sell them off. If I sell them at, say, 10,000 naira per basket, 10,000 times 15 gives me 150K. I don't have to spend all these 150K once. I can deposit it in my account or put it in an investment. What I've just done is I've stored value. Money lets us not to consume all the value that we have created once. You can set aside some for your future. So those are the attributes of money. Anything that can check these three attributes would qualify as money. You can see why barter system that was used in the olden days, where you have to look for people that have what you need and need what you have. Why that system was not sustainable is because it will fail by the time we put it on this scale of measurement. I've mentioned the unit of account. You can see how it failed. It's also likely to fail store value because if I don't exchange all my tomatoes now, it may go rotten and I lose some of my value. Money allows us to do that. So that's the foundation of this text.